For the record, for the state,
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
defense,
Albert Chidas for Ms. Rios.
are you Nel Rios?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Nel Rios who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11792 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on April 19, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
I do gotta say, I don't remember. I do have a head injury, but
Quiet Texas courtroom. Nel D. Rios sits before the judge, her hands folded, her eyes distant. She's not just another defendant, she's someone who doesn't fully understand why she's here. The state begins proceedings to revoke her community supervision, citing a past charge of possession. But as the judge questions her, Nel hesitates. Her memory is clouded, her answers uncertain. She claims she doesn't remember taking the plea. A head injury in her past now casts a long shadow over her present. What started as a routine hearing is becoming something much more complex. Stay with us and don't forget to subscribe for more gripping real-life courtroom stories that reveal the humanity behind the headlines.
All right, she doesn't remember that she was placed on deferred adjudication. Do you know when she had this head injury? Was it before or after she was
It
placed on
was-
probation?
It was before, Judge, and she did remember earlier when we were talking. It's something that I was talking with the state and with probation about. She does have some deficits. She goes to Center for Healthcare Services for treatment.
All right, so do y'all think she's competent?
She has been, this is the first, she says she doesn't remember being on probation. And we had actually talked about trying to help her.
Nel struggles to recall even the basic facts of her case. Her attorney steps in, explaining that Nel's memory problems began long before today. She's had significant cognitive deficits since suffering a traumatic brain injury, and she's currently receiving treatment through local mental health services. The judge listens closely, his tone shifting. This isn't just a defendant who forgot her court date. This is a woman whose brain doesn't let her process reality the way others do. In that moment, the focus changes. The question is no longer about her guilt, it's about her capacity to understand, to participate, to be held accountable in a system she barely comprehends.
Because she was homeless, there's some issues that came up. She's on SSI for her head injury, but she lost her ID. And when that happened, she got evicted from housing. So we could work something out with Haven for Hope, get them to help her get her ID temporarily.
So are you all looking to withdraw the motion and alternate main conditions?
Judge, we thought that it would be better to come and have the motion heard, but again, that's up to you.
I think it would be best probably to withdraw and alternate main conditions.
Your Honor, we were looking.
Courtroom considers its next steps. With Nel's housing instability, lack of identification, and clear mental health challenges, what path forward truly serves justice? At the time of her arrest, Nel was living under a bridge. She had no fixed address, no ID, no support system. The court weighs whether to proceed with a motion to revoke probation or whether a deeper evaluation is warranted. Both sides of the aisle pause. The system, often rigid and overburdened, shows a flicker of compassion. Somewhere behind the legalese and procedures, a fragile life hangs in the balance, and for once, everyone in the room seems to recognize it.
To maybe getting some evaluations done while she was in custody.
Ah. So what evaluations are we looking at?
The TAP
Mental
and
health.
mental health evaluation.
My only concern is I understand y'all want to do that in custody, but she's telling me she doesn't remember signing conditions or being on probation. She doesn't have a place to stay?
She was living under a bridge when she was arrested.
All right.
For the judge speaks carefully. He suggests a mental health evaluation while Nel remains in custody. But when he explains the process, Nel seems lost. Her response is immediate. She doesn't understand what's being said. She's overwhelmed, confused, and on the verge of tears. You'll have to tell me all over again, she says softly. Her voice shakes not from defiance, but from disorientation. She isn't just struggling to keep up, she's disconnected from the entire process. The judge pauses, eyes narrowing in thought. Could Nell have pleaded guilty without understanding what she agreed to? Was the original case built on a foundation she couldn't even comprehend?
So here's my question for you. One or two things can happen. You can remain in custody. While in custody, you will be evaluated. We can reset the motion to revoke, and you can be evaluated for the mental health caseload. Would you like to do that?
I already know that I'm not capable of, that I cannot, like you have to tell me all over again because I didn't understand it.
All right, let's do this. Why don't we see?
A shift. The judge suggests something unexpected, a motion for a new trial and possible transfer to the mental health court. It's a bold move. Mental health court typically handles only pre-trial diversions. But today, that barrier might be crossed. No one objects, the prosecution, the defense. The bench, they all quietly agree, not because Nell is innocent, but because justice, in this moment, demands more than punishment. It demands intervention, evaluation, and empathy. The system is finally acknowledging what Nell needs, not a cell, but support. The cold machinery of the courtroom makes space for mercy, for treatment, for a second chance.
Whether or not the mental health court will accept her. I know they only do pretrial diversions, but if nobody's going to object to it, I'm willing to do a motion for new trial. And we can start all over because I see I'm not the person who took this plea. So if you would check with mental health court to see if they'll accept her, because that may be the better placement for her, because I think she's going to need one-on-one care. So if you'll check with mental health court and let them know, and you'll have to let them know that she's currently on deferred adjudication, but I'm willing, if nobody objects.
Agreement from all sides. The court resets Nell's case for 2 weeks. In that time, she'll remain in custody and undergo evaluations. There's no guarantee that mental health court will take her, but the effort is worth making. The judge explains why people like Nell, without family or structure, to often vanish. In the system, he doesn't want that, not this time. Nell, sitting silently, may not grasp it yet, but the judge has just bought her time, dignity, and possibly a future. For once, she isn't just another case number. She's being seen, heard, and perhaps most importantly, remembered.
To hear a motion for new trial, grant the motion for new trial, because the key is to get her the mental health treatment, and this is a possession less than a gram case.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so is everybody on board with that?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you for 2 weeks. There may not be anything completed in 2 weeks' time because mental health court will have to interview you, but I just don't want to lose track of you in the system. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, do you have any family?
Nell finally opens up. She talks about the downward spiral that brought her here. She lost her apartment after being falsely accused of trespassing in her own home. With no ID, she couldn't access her bank account. Without funds, she couldn't pay for a motel room. She was arrested again, and everything unraveled.
I have that. Sometimes I don't even have money to buy me a meal.
Okay,
I haven't been able to have a bank account with Bank of America, but because I don't have an ID, because when I got arrested, I was in my apartment. And it's a long story. But I had gotten a better criminal trespassing in my apartment, and that's why I got arrested for this case. I'm sorry for it.
oh no,
We came to court and we
Struggling to survive a system that rarely listens. But today, the judge does listen, and that changes everything. Draws to a close. The judge orders a reset for August 29th and asks the staff to ensure Nell receives a printed copy, something she can physically hold so she doesn't forget. It's a small detail, but a meaningful one, whether or not mental health court accepts her. Further evaluations will proceed. What's different now is the tone no longer punitive, but protective. The law is still the law, but today, the system Show to heart. If Nell's story moved you, take a moment like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. We share real cases that deserve to be seen, heard, and remembered.